Boys, if you're looking to add that brand new shiny player to your team in Madden, don't gamble with packs. Hit up Red Zone Coins for cheap, fast, reliable coins to help build your team. Use code WAZ to get 20% off your order. What is up, WAZ Squad? Hope you're all doing well. In today's video, we've got another tier ranking list. We're going to be doing running backs. We're going to be talking about the best running backs in Madden 21. Now, I'm only doing the top guys. I'm going down to 91 overall and above. 90 overall and below, not going to be on this list. There's still some good running backs down there, but I just couldn't do all of them. That would be a really, really long video. And honestly, this is just a video about the best running backs in MUT, so I think this will cover it pretty well. If you've missed my other tier ranking videos, be sure to go check those out after this. I think we've done wide receivers and cornerbacks as well. So after you finish watching this one, go check those out if you're interested in those. And guys, if you want to build your coin stack up, become a MUT millionaire, all that good stuff as we're getting into this, build the best team in MUT, be sure to subscribe with the notification bell on, because most of what we talk about on this channel is how to build your coin stack and all that, but we talk about player rankings and all that stuff as well, so you know where to spend those hard-earned coins once you get them, the best players to spend them on. So let's go ahead and jump into this list. The first one here is going to be Aaron Jones, and I'm going to throw him into high B tier. He was almost an A tier for me, but not quite, so he's 92 overall with the Autumn Harvest, 90 speed, 92 acceleration, 92 agility, 91 change of direction, which is really nice, 93 carrying, and 68 catch out of the backfield is really good. I'm just going to highlight some of their top abilities here, but a really good card. You know, he's not too expensive at all. He's actually a really good receiver as well. I've gotten burned by him a few times as a wide receiver, but just not one of the top running backs in MUT for me. Just got that 90 speed. He's okay. He's a good running back. That's why I've got him in solid B tier. I almost had him in A tier, so he kind of floats in between these two. He's really good, especially if you have a Packers theme team. Then of course any of these guys on their theme teams are going to be great. And just to clarify, as we're going forward, all of these players on this list are very, very good. Somebody had to go in D tier, somebody had to go in C tier, but even the ones down in D tier are good running backs. Okay, just I want to clarify that right now as we go forward. Also, watching back my last tier ranking videos, I feel like I ramble a lot in these, so I'm going to try and go through this a little bit quicker. I know y'all don't want to sit around and watch a very long video. So going with Adrian Peterson next, he's going to be in high B tier just like Aaron Jones here. So the reason here we got 93 overall Adrian Peterson, honestly, probably just based off ability alone, he is A tier, but pretty expensive, $243,000. We do take that into account. We take into account the price of the card and everything, except for one of them. One of them later in the list, it doesn't really matter. He's got 91 stock speed with 90 acceleration, 88 agility. The really bad thing right here is 85 change of direction. I don't know why Adrian Peterson's change of direction is so low, because it's just like his heyday card, the 50 card, it should be like at least a 92. But you know, it is what it is. His catching's okay at 63. The weird thing about Adrian Peterson in MUT that I've just noticed, he doesn't ever play very well for me. Even when he's one of the best running backs in the game like this one, I remember all the way back in Madden 17, I got like his newest card when it came out. I think it was Zero Chill that year, and I just didn't like the card. It was like a 96 overall, one of the best cards in the game at the time, and I just didn't like it. Adrian Peterson he never really plays well for me. Not to reflect on him in real life, because obviously he's a phenomenal running back, especially when he was at his height of his career. But I mean, just overall in Madden, he just doesn't play good enough for me to go any higher than B tier. Now, next up, we have the Team Diamond Master, Barry Sanders, and this is going to be a little controversial, guys, but I only have him in A tier. He's right on the cusp of A tier between S tier. I honestly think Barry Sanders is a little bit overrated. Some people are going to get really mad at me for saying that. Obviously, very, very expensive because he gets any team chem, all that good stuff. But 91 speed, 94 acceleration, 94 agility, 94 change of direction, 92 ball carrier vision. Okay, like, look, guys, his stats are all really, really, really good. I'm not going to lie to you. They're very, very good. Speed could be a little bit higher, but considering he came out right at the beginning of the game, they couldn't give him much higher than 91, and whenever he gets an upgrade, it will be very good. This is a great card. This is a great card. The only thing that keeps him out of S tier for me is that in a year where fumbling is pretty much non-existent, Barry Sanders still finds a way to do it, okay? He still fumbles the ball a lot. Still one of the best running backs in the game, and if you can manage to not get hit solidly and not take a hard hit and go down, but like that's what you do with quarterbacks. With running backs, you want to be able to run through it, and I just feel like Barry Sanders, I don't know why, he fumbles the ball all the time, okay? Obviously, he's not a power back, so you shouldn't be running him like that anyway, but when you get hit in the open field by friggin' Deion Sanders and you're fumbling the ball, that's not a good sign. You don't want that. That's the only thing that keeps him out of S tier for me, but obviously his stats are very, very good other than that. Next up is one of the greatest MUT cards every single year, and that is Bo Jackson, and he is the first card going into S tier. Now, Bo Jackson, every single year, like I said, he's such a powerful back. He's a speedy back. He's a great combination of speed and power. 92 speed, 91 acceleration. This is a 91 overall card, mind you. He will be getting an upgrade soon, so keep that in mind. 89 change of direction, 90 truck, 90 jump, all that. So guys, you'll notice a lot of these stats, for the running backs, it's more about how they play, because a lot of their stats are like, oh, you know, like his stats, you know, they're not much different than Adrian Peterson. Or, you know, there's a lot of ball carrier stats that are lower than Barry Sanders. But guys, the running backs are a lot about how they just feel when you're playing with them. And Bo Jackson, he's just a great running back because you not only can run him to the outside and just burn people with 92 speed, and again, whenever he gets an upgrade, he'll have 94 and 95 speed, but you can also run him in between the tackles and the goal line and just run people over, and he gets crazy animations. The only downside to Bo Jackson, you look at his catch here, it's only 62 overall, which isn't the worst. He's going to drop some out of the backfield. That's the most frustrating thing with him. But Bo Jackson, every single year, guys, this had to be an obvious one for y'all because he's just one of the best running backs in MUT of all time. Now for our first campus hero, and one of my favorites, Cadillac Williams, who obviously went to Auburn. Now, admittedly, I haven't played with this card yet, but a 92 overall, we're just going to look at his stats pretty much, and he's pretty darn good. 92 overall with 91 speed, 91 acceleration, 85 truck, 92 change of direction, 93 juke move. So he's really, really good, and then 76 catching. So a really, really good receiver out of the backfield. He gets backfield master and all that stuff, so a really good option for a third down. The only thing that's really keeping him out of A tier for me, what I threw him in low B tier, is that he doesn't get a power-up. That's not a knock rule on this card at all, but these campus heroes don't get power-ups, and that is very significant because if he did, all of these would be +1, and this would definitely be an A tier card if he did get the power-up. So just be aware of that. I am kind of factoring in that these cards are getting power-ups, and they're going to get +1 across the board for their power-ups. But Cadillac Williams is still a really, really good card, and if you need a third down back that you're going to be throwing to a lot, like on 3rd and long, he's a really, really good one. With 76 catch and 91 speed, he's one of the best ones out of the backfield. He's going to be burning linebackers and all that good stuff. A great running back. All right, next up, team of the week, Corey Dillon. We're going to throw him down into D tier. We just skipped C tier entirely. 91 overall. Again, none of these cards are bad. Just want to clarify here with this, so don't get mad at me. 91 overall with 89 speed. That is the biggest indictment on him. Only 89 speed. 90 acceleration, 87 change of direction, 86. So really, none of his stats just really stand out. That change of direction is very, very important for your running back. None of these, 84 truck. He doesn't have anything that's, really good carrying, I guess, is fine. Break tackles, okay, but nothing that really stands out. The low speed, and then 65 catch. So there's really nothing about this card that blows me away, so that is why he's throwing down the D tier, but again, still a good card, guys. Next up is the team of the week, Derrick Henry, and he is going to go solidly into C tier. Now, looking at his stats here, you might be wondering, why is Corey Dillon below him down in D tier and Derrick Henry, up in as tier above? Because he's at 88 speed, which is lower than the 89 and 86 acceleration, but he's got 90 truck, 94 stiff arm, catching, don't throw the ball. He's worse than Bo Jackson. I don't even know that's possible, but he's very, very bad. The change of direction is bad. This, again, kind of comes down to just how the card plays. Derrick Henry is going to absolutely kill people in any short yardage situation. That stiff arm is absolutely nasty and disgusting. A really, really good power back. Again, none of his stats really blow him away. I don't know why they always do him so dirty with his speed. He's a freak of nature, 6'3", almost 250 pounds. But this dude is fast as hell. He should easily be 90 speed. So that's just, you can't do anything about EA screwing him on the stats. So unfortunately, he's not one of the fastest in the league. I think that change of direction is fine. He's not a very quick dude. He's just got that straight line speed. But he gets such good animations and just runs people over, and that's why I have him in C tier above Corey Dillon. Next up, we have Edgar James, and he is going to be in A tier. A little bit lower on the side of A tier there, but 93 overall with 91 speed, 92 acceleration, 92 change of direction, 92 ball carrier vision, and then everything else is just fine. He does have 76 catch, which is really nice. And this card, I feel like this is a slept-on card. I don't see a lot of people using this one, but he's a really, really good card. Good stats overall. With 92 change of direction, that's really, really good. He's really quick out in the open. 91 speed is really, really good for a running back. 93 overall, so obviously he is a very, very expensive, nearly 300,000 coins, so I did factor that in a little bit, but still one of the better running backs in the game right now. I just don't see a lot of people using him. I don't think he's one of the most popular in the game right now, but he is one of the best. Next up is Herschel Walker, another campus hero, one of the best college running backs of all time. Another big indictment on him. He is in A tier, as we just saw there. The reason he is not any higher than that is because he doesn't have that power up, okay? He could potentially be S tier if he had a power up, but he doesn't, unfortunately. 92 overall with 92 speed, very, very nice, similar to that Bo Jackson there. 93 acceleration, 90 agility, 90 truck, 90. So you want to hit all 90, guys. We haven't talked about this at all, but you want to hit all those thresholds with his 90, and he hits pretty much all of them. Spin move sucks this year anyway. No one's doing a whole lot of that, but all these are pretty good. 63 catch is not the best in the world, but with 92 speed, it's just a bummer that he doesn't get that power because he'd get him up to 93, 95 with Sprinter, and 97 on a theme team. But Herschel Walker still a really, really good running back. This is definitely the best campus hero in my opinion, so if you are going for one of them, I would go for him. Hopefully he gets a power up in the future. It's just kind of a bummer he doesn't have one right now, so hopefully it will down the line. Next up, we have Jim Brown, and I feel like this one will be a little controversial. I'm going to put him down into lower B tier. So Jim Brown is one of the greatest running backs of all time. Arguably the best. I don't think he is, but a lot of people will argue with that. 92 overall, though. So the problem with this card, 92 overall with 90 speed, 90 acceleration, 91 truck, blah, 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 blah. So none of these stats really jump off the page at you. Obviously, he is a very good power back, short yardage situation. So if you want to use him for that, he gets really good animation, similar to that Derrick Henry. We have him one tier above the Derrick Henry there. So he's a good card overall. I don't like Jim Brown when I use him because they make him, I feel like they make him run like standing straight up. He doesn't feel like he can get low, get power, and all that stuff, which he does run people people over, but I just feel like he's still too easy to bring down in the open field. 90 speed is fine, not really that top end speed that you really want for a running back. Still a great card though, and I feel like I'm saying about pretty much all of them because they all are good cards. But I've got him just above Derrick Henry, but he's still 2 tiers below Bo Jackson because I feel like Bo Jackson can do every single thing that this card can do with 2 more speed, and that's really important. Next up, we've got the Blitz promo, Josh Jacobs, and they did my man dirty. He's going down into D tier down here, unfortunately. 92 overall with 89 speed. That's not great. I know that the Derrick Henry has 88, but if you have that low speed, if you have below 90, you're going to be in these bottom 2 tiers on this list. 91 acceleration, 91 truck, 86 change of direction, not great. 86 shoot move, not great. You know, nothing here is really that great. Break tackle's fine, carrying's good. Again, still a decent card, but nothing really great. You know, the 67 catching there isn't going to bump him up a tier for his catching ability. Just a decent card overall, and that's why he's down here in the D tier. Next up, we've got Latainian Tomlinson, Mr. LT himself, and he is going up into S tier here with Bo Jackson. We don't have a whole lot of S tier guys, but he definitely joins him up there. This card is great. He got in the 50 card, 92 overall, 91 speed, 92 acceleration, 92 agility, 92 change of direction. Obviously, his truck is a little bit low. 90 juke move, 89 carrying, 85 spin. The stats, again, you don't always want to look at stats for running backs because I feel like they're a little misleading. It's more about how that card feels and plays, and this card is one of the best in the game, in my opinion, just based off how he plays. Whenever I play against him and when I've used him, he is so good. He slips a lot of tackles. He's one of the best elusive backs in the game, and honestly, he would be high A tier if it wasn't for this 80 catch here that's very, very nice out of the backfield, so that bumps him up into that S tier because he can pretty much do it all. Next up, we have campus hero Maurice Jones-Drew, and he's going to join the other guys down here in D tier, so he's 92 overall. Again, the big problem with these guys is they don't have a power up the campus hero, so that kind of sucks. 90 speed, 91 acceleration, 92 agility, 92 change of direction is nice. 88 spin move, 90 juke move, 89 carrying, 88 ball carrier. 80 catch is pretty nice out of the backfield as a receiver. Nothing really blows me away about this card. I think the other 2, Herschel Walker and Cadillac Williams, are a little bit better. You know what? I think I am going to drop Cadillac, though, down into C tier because I don't think I can justify having him 2 tiers above Maurice Jones-Drew. These guys would be a tier higher if they had a power up, but because they don't, that bumps them down at least 1 tier. But so, again, you know, if you want them your theme team, then they're going to be great. Next up is the team of the week, Melvin Gordon. He's going up into A tier here. Melvin Gordon always gets great cards. I don't really know why, because I know this is for past performance and all that, but 93 overall with 90 speed, 89 acceleration, nothing crazy there. But then you look over here at his ball carrier stats. These are some of the best in the game. 93 change of direction, 95 juke move, and he still has 88 spin move. Trucking's obviously not that great, but 92 ball carrier vision and 93 carrying with 91 stiff arm and 90 break tackle. So all of his ball carrier stats are really, really good. He's a very good running back, very elusive. Again, he just gets crazy cards. You can see he has 350,000, and that's, you know, not great. And his catching's only 68, so not the best running back to throw to out of the backfield, but just, I mean, he's going to be slipping a lot of tackles for you. Next up, we have Reggie Bush, another one that I feel is a little overrated. I'm going to put him down in B tier here. He could be an A tier. He's kind of right in between B and A tier. 91 overall with 91 speed, which is nice. 92 acceleration, 91 change of direction. All the stats are pretty good here. Obviously not trucking. 82 catch is very nice. You know, honestly, I didn't really notice it. We're going to bump him up to A tier with that catch. That 82 catch is very, very nice. But as far as a pure running back, the only thing that bumps him up into A tier is that catching, because I think he's a little overrated. He doesn't really do anything that blows me away. He's fine. 91 speed, 92 acceleration. Again, it's all about how these cards play, and I feel like he just plays like a basic running back. I don't feel like he makes any crazy, you know, broken tackles, any juke moves or anything like that. So still a good card. He's a very popular one that a lot of people are using on their teams because he's the 50 card that's not crazy expensive for a little over 100,000 coins. So still a good one on your team, but, you know, nothing that just blows me away here. Coming out of the final 2, we got Saquon Barkley, and he is the best running back in MUT right now. Why won't it let me put him all the way at the top there? S tier, 92 Saquon Barkley. The problem is he's a billion coins, which sucks, so definitely use your power up pass on him if you need him, but the price doesn't matter. This is the best running back right now in Madden. 92 speed, 93 acceleration, 93 agility, 93, like everything's crazy. 74 catching, that should be a little bit higher for him, but, you know, they can't make him that overpowered. 84 truck isn't the best, but 92 change of direction, 90 juke move, 87 spin move, 89 break tackle. Again, I don't honestly care about any of his stats other than the speed. This card is so good. He plays well. He breaks tackles. He runs around people. He runs through people. He does anything and everything you need to do. He's actually a great receiver out of the backfield. Despite only having 74 catch, that's pretty good for a running back. So this is by far, in my opinion, the best running back in Madden right now, and it really doesn't even come close. Definitely use your power pass on it, though, because he is expensive. And finally, we've got our most recent team of the week, and that is going to be Willis McGahee, and that is, he goes into B tier here, 92 overall, excuse me. Again, still a really good running back, but 91 speed, 91 acceleration, 92 truck, 92 break tackle are his notable stats. He does have 91 spin move. Juke is a little bit more of the meta this year, just like last year, but, you know, the spin move does still work pretty well. 88 change of direction, so 63 catching. Pretty good stats overall. If he had better catching, he'd be definitely a tier higher than this, because that's the only thing that bumps him down. We'll put him like higher B tier right here, I guess. But still a really good running back, just like all of these guys. But this is my tier list, guys. So we got a pretty good widespread here. These top 3 I really think are the best. If you want to bump Barry Sanders up there, you can. I just think he fumbles a lot. But this is my list overall. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. You should be able to go make this. I'll leave a link to this tier down below if you want to send it to me on Twitter, all that fun stuff. And thank you guys so much for watching. You all have the MVPs, and as always, I will see y'all in the next one.